Welcome back to the AgriCoach Wealth and Wisdom Podcast, the show for families who want more than just financial success. They want to grow and protect their wealth, strengthen relationships, and maintain their success across the generations. My name's Ben Law. I'm the Financial Bloke, back with another solo mini episode. No guests, no fluff, just sharp, practical insights to help you build a high-performing family and a business that lasts for generations. Rightio, today we're going to talk about profit. And not the number your accountant spits out at the end of the year. I mean what that profit actually does. Because that's the most bit most families miss. You see, making profit is one thing, but what you do with it, that's what separates the busy farmer from the strategic ones. Because every family business eventually hits this point, and you stop asking, how much did we make? And you start asking, what's the smartest use of what we made? And that's when things start to shift. That's when you stop just running a business and start building a legacy. Now, here's the truth. Profit is not the finish line. It's actually the fuel. And if you don't decide what to do with it, it'll disappear into the usual stuff. A bit of machinery, some tax planning strategies, a few upgrades. And before you know it, you've had another big year and not much has actually changed. You're working hard, you're not broke, but you're not moving forward either. Every dollar of profit has 5 possible jobs. The first one, it could go away towards the current generation's financial independence in their retirement. So in other words, putting money into off-farm assets or into retirement superannuation funds to be able to build for that ultimate succession or their retirement funding. Number 2, you could pay out a dividend or paying out the owners or the family of the business to spend how they see fit. Number 3, reinvestment. Putting the money back into the business to help it grow. Number 4, debt reduction. Putting it back into the debt to reduce the risk in the business. Or number 5, start to build off-farm wealth, which is just building something outside of the farm gate for long-term security, diversification, and in some cases, liquidity for when things don't go perfectly well. So that's it. In general terms, there's 5 simple buckets. And if your family hasn't agreed how much goes into each one and why, then the decisions are probably being made by habit, emotion, or whoever's got the strongest opinion on the day. I see it all the time. Families making really good money, but they never feel like they're getting ahead. And that's not because they're not profitable. It's because they haven't captured that profit and given it a purpose. They're normally chasing more gear, more land, more production, but they're not creating more freedom. And to be frank, if profit isn't buying you some level of freedom, i.e. financial, emotional, or intergenerational, then what's the point? So what are the families that get this stuff right doing differently? Well, they make decisions on purpose. They treat the current generation's retirement like a first priority, not an afterthought. They make dividends fair and predictable, so there's no confusion or ultimately resentment. They reinvest strategically, not emotionally, based on return, not just the excitement of buying more land, more machinery, etc. And they move some money consistently off farm, so they've got options when things get rough or for when they get to succession. Because that's how you build resilience, that's how you build freedom, and that's how you build a family that lasts. I want you to try a little exercise that'll tell you a lot about your family. The next time you're all in a room together, I want you to say, imagine we've got $1 million of profit that just dropped on the table. How would we split it up? And then I want you to shut the hell up and listen. Because how people answer that question tells you exactly what they value, i.e. security, fairness, growth, or freedom. And I tell you what, that's where the real conversations start to begin. Because profit is just potential and it can fade away without making much of a difference, or it can fund your independence, your opportunities, and create a family legacy. Because it's not about what you made this year, it's about what the profit that you generated builds long term. Now, if this episode, as mini as it is, hit home, I want you to share it with another farming family who absolutely needs to hear it. And if you want to know more about how we help families align around these kinds of decisions, head to agricoach.com.au. I'm Ben Law, I'm the Financial Bloke, and remember, it's more important who you are than what you've got. I'll see you next time.